Every time Nigerians try to unite, someone finds a way to use ethnicity, tribe, or religion to divide us. Now, a video claims Tinubu's Lagos marginalized the Igbos. But is that the full story, or just another narrative meant to distract us? Watch this video.
And when Buba Marwa left in 1999, Mr. President, you were the one who became the governor of Lagos State. Now, immediately after you became the governor of Lagos State, many people were not very happy. A lot of people wanted something else, but it was you that people got. And I didn't quite understand why a lot of people wanted someone else but you until much later. Mr. President, it was after you became the governor of Lagos State, and God is going to bear me witness, that I began to see elements of tribal consciousness in Lagos. That I began to see cracks emerge between the Yorubas and the Igbos, which has, of course, today ballooned out of proportion. Everybody can see it already, even on social media. Igbos were now made to understand you are Igbo. We now began to hear things like you are in my land, you are in my land or not in my land. All those things we couldn't hear before you became governor, Mr. President.
As you can see, ethnicity in Nigeria has always been a sensitive political weapon. And also, that video claims Tinubu's regime marginalized Igbos in Lagos. And he edited it with Dele Farotimi's video when he said all is not well.
So when you came, Mr. President, everything changed.
How is it well when the very future of our children have been stolen in our very before? And we are silent and we say it is well. What kind of well? Are you even inside the conga at all to understand that it is not well?
But it oversimplifies history, probably trying to use that to buy some Yoruba mind. That is ethnic politics, and it is not new using Lagos. In as much as I'm not on Tinubu or Obi's side, me, brown child, I stand for the truth. Political accountability is my concern, and I'm always exposing any form of manipulation. Let me remind you, Nigeria once operated a regional system of government before decentralization by the military in 1966. The same ethnic rivalry shaped political alignment in the time of Awolowo versus Azikwe versus Amadu Bello, which brought us here. Since then, migration to Lagos by Igbos, Hausas, and others is not new now. Lagos has always been a melting point. So get this straight, that Lagos development was driven by Yoruba leadership, but also benefited from Igbos' participation. So, Lagos wasn't built by one ethnic group. It has always been a melting point. As many Igbo migrants thrive in commerce, trade, and property investment in Lagos, doesn't connote they develop Lagos. This claim of exclusion ignores the political appointment given to Igbos under Lagos governors. So, are we not being unfair by saying that? Although there's no record that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he was the governor of Lagos State, involved the Igbos in his cabinet. But Babatunde Fashola, from 2007 to 2015, appointed Joe Igbokwe and others in strategic positions. Akinwumi Ambode, 2015 to 2019, also appointed some, but not in strategic places. What about Babajide Sanwo-Olu, 2019 to present? He had appointees in his first-term cabinet. This shows Igbos were not totally excluded from governance. But all we heard is Onaeze Ndigbo in Lagos, a major Igbo socio-cultural group, has consistently criticized the marginalization of Igbo, especially at the local government level. They claim they are often denied ballot or candidacy for local government chairmanship. Occasionally, in some cases, some local government in Lagos has involved the Igbos with vice chairmanship, though these are rare exceptions. Not only that, concerns Igbos elite, CIE openly condemned the absence of Igbos representation in Sanwo-Olu's 2023 cabinet, highlighting the contributions Igbos have made to Lagos economy and calling for redress in appointment. So, it's false to claim that Igbos are completely shut out. Whereas, in the southeast, no Yoruba or Hausa have ever had serious government appointment. We all know how hard land ownership is strict against outsiders in the southeast. However, cultural tension rose as Nollywood Lagos-based production were accused of promoting only Igbo values. Some Yoruba elite felt that film and music industry were being used to dominate culture. For instance, my personal experience, I am a Catholic. In Lagos, which is Yoruba land, almost all the masses and services they do in the church were even done either Igbo or English. This has made most of the Yorubas to shift to other churches. And when you go to the southeast too, they do it strictly in Igbo language. So at that time, the Yoruba film industry lacked the financial capacity to compete with Igbo producers. Some leaders argued that Lagos children were being indoctrinated with non-Yoruba values. Like I said, that equally happened in the Catholic Church. Is it the Catholic Church of the Igbos or the Universal Church? The double standard fueled resentment on both sides. Fashola faced backlash when he gave Igbos political recognition in Lagos. Sanwo-Olu also faced criticism for being inclusive. And during the NSAS protest, Lagos state infrastructure was targeted, fueling claims of ethnic sabotage, whereas it was viral, the voice note of Nnamdi Kanu during the NSAS. Eyewitnesses also saw mob that set fire to Lagos facilities. It is still there, like the BRT. Even the forensic for Mohbad, the late singer, was unable to be done, and everybody says they want justice for Mohbad after what has been done in the past. That is how politics and ethnic blames fuel division. Should Lagos government now ignore the security apparatus necessary? No. Every government have a duty to protect public facility regardless of ethnicity. My people, the bigger issue is not Tinubu versus Igbo. It is how ethnicity is manipulated for political gains. The real issue is the political elite protecting themselves, not the tribe against another. So media narratives that highlight only Igbo's victimhood ignores the bigger Nigerian struggle. That is why I am here, and that is why I'm making this video. I hold the duty to expose both sides of the story. Above all, it's about failed political culture. Focusing only on Lagos distract all of us from bigger corruption in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Enugu, and other places. So I put it to you, Nigerians should push for a system that values merit, not just ethnicity. Until then, false narrative will keep dividing us. And this so-called ethnic propaganda will make politicians escape scrutiny while the people remain divided and poor. Nigerians should focus on accountability, not tribal blame games. If we don't correct history, propaganda will always enslave our children. So my question is, do you believe Lagos marginalized Igbo? Or is this a propaganda? Drop your comments, like this video, share the video and subscribe to keep more Nigerians informed so that these politicians will not continue to escape us. This is Brown Child, a social media watchdog. I expose failed policies, scam and manipulation. Share your thoughts. See you in the next video.